Guys, how you doing? It's Henry from Mowers and Blowers today. I'm going to, I guess, clean up that Scott's riding mower in my garage. I'm getting my solar panels installed today, and I just drove my daughter to the her soccer practice at this school over here. I'm in the parking lot, and I met a guy who wanted a push mower, so I sold one of my push mowers to this dude. So as I was, you know, selling this lawnmower to this dude, right? Cop pulls up right over there. See him? He's parked right there, waiting to pull somebody over along that street that runs parallel to the school. Well, I've got my windshield in my pickup truck that's all cracked, like all over the place. And I know that I have to drive right by him to get onto that road. That's why he's parked there. So, I gotta wait here until he leaves, damn it. Junk pickup truck life is what it is. So I'm looking at like a Dodge Caravan or Pacifica or a Grand Caravan or a Ford E350 cargo van. I've been looking at some pickups. I don't know what I'm gonna get. I just don't. But anyway, I'll have video of the solar panel installation, the cleanup of my Scott's riding mower. You know, I bought this paintbrush cleaner that you can wipe on the thing to get that X spray paint off, you know. And then I got some orange spray paint, and you know, we'll see how it goes. But I hope that cop, I hope that cop leaves soon. Right there, just sitting there, waiting to get people. Damn it. So that cop finally left, and I was able to get out of there without a ticket, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I'm back in my driveway now, and these dudes over here are putting my solar panels in. They're ruining my lawn. And my lawn's not that great anyway. Holy cow, look at that. Y'all think that's gonna be an eyesore? It's okay. It's my backyard. Dude at Home Depot told me that I should get some brush cleaner. Instead of like turpentine or spirits or thinner. So I got this Kleen Strip brush cleaner. He said that with spray paint, since it's oil based, right? It says right here, cleans brushes and tools, removes latex and oil based paint. So this ought to get that stuff off the seat. See the crisscross spray paint? Crisscross spray paint on the hood there. Let's give this a try right now. It says it might take it off. I mean, I tried a little thinner and it did seem like it worked, you know, but it was a lot of rubbing. You don't want to rub too much. You know, you don't want to go through a whole lot of trouble, you know what I'm saying? So I'm putting some on this thing right here, and let's check it out. I'm not rubbing too hard. I mean, it's coming off, you know, but not as easy as I would like it to, obviously, you know. Don't want to spend all day rubbing. It's coming off, though. I think I need to like saturate this stuff with it, you know what I'm saying? If you saturate it, right, and then get it all over the paint, it'll, you know, so I'll saturate it like this, see? And I'll let it soak into the paint, and then do another layer, and it should just come right off easily because, you know, it has time for the solvent to work into the paint, you know, and that ought to be easier. But I mean, you know, it's coming off, but you can tell it's going to take a while. Oh, look at that, see? After that's saturated off, it's a lot easier to wipe off. All right, so I would say that this thing works pretty damn good. Here, let's try that seat. Since that seat is not plastic, but vinyl, I don't know what that is. It's not rubber. It's probably vinyl. Yeah, it's not coming off as easy. It should, but it isn't. It's not coming off as good as well. Sorry. This is going to take some rubbing for sure. So it's not working so well for this. Not as fast, at least, because it's soft, you know. Actually, you would think that if it's soft, it'd be easier, because paint usually doesn't adhere well to soft surfaces because of the cracking and the bending and the flexing, you know. But I mean, it's going to come off. It's just too much work that I want to do, you know, and I definitely don't want to work too hard. I don't really want to work too hard. Who really wants to work really hard? I mean, there's a satisfaction of working hard and getting a good job done and stuff like that, but I mean, if you could help it, you don't want to work as hard as you want. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to work at this. I'll spare you guys. Now you see, this does leave that white residue on there, you know, you know, that chemical dried, burned look. That's not good. See that? That doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. You know what? I bet you some automatic transmission fluid would work well over this. I bet you it would. But you see, the chemical has made this, has made it, you know, that color. You guys know what I'm talking about. You can swipe it and it'll come off, but I think it'll just come back, you know. So this is going to take a bit, so I'll show you guys the finished product later. I don't know how these dudes are doing it, man. It's literally like 96 degrees. It's a hot one. And there's no cloud cover. It's just straight up hot. Torture, man. That's a tough job. Can't get me to do that. So here are my 31 panels. Just got delivered over here. And it's so hot that one of the guys couldn't take it anymore and he went home. I wish I could just go home if I didn't feel like working anymore, you know. These are called what, Jason?
These are microinverters.
Microinverters. So each of these go onto one of those panels?
One of those is underneath every panel, right.
I see.
And these speak to the monitoring system downstairs. So they have, each one has its own serial number with a song in it.
Yeah.
And it tells the monitoring system how much it's producing. If say a neighbor knocks out the panel with a baseball or something, that'll tell the microinverter that the panel's got problems.
So give the layperson an idea of each panel, how much electricity, voltage-wise, in numbers, goes into this, and what does that convert it into?
Well, the panels are around 295 watts.
295?
Yep.
So each panel pumps out about 295 watts?
Yep. So if you think of a light bulb being a 120 watt light bulb, in the middle of the day, that panel is, by itself can do at least two and a half of those bulbs. So it's not a lot of power, but then if 4 or 5 of them will be running your fridge, and 20 of them will run the compressor for your air conditioner.
Gotcha. And this is exactly the same thing as that?
Yep.
I don't know, man. This looks like more than 31. So anyway, that was just a little lesson on solar power. I mean, you know, I don't know anything about that stuff. I'm scared of electricity, remember? But anyway, man, check this out, guys. Huh? So that stuff really worked great. It didn't work as quickly as I'd like it. I actually did a lot of rubbing, you know what I mean? A lot of rubbing. So, which I didn't want to do. Nobody really wants to do, but check that out. I mean, all the paint came off, and I used my favorite potion nowadays, automatic transmission fluid. I'm telling you guys, man, it doesn't leave an oil residue. It doesn't. Look, it's dry, man. And it's clean. It's shiny. I mean, I'm a believer. My boy Alan Marshall also uses automatic transmission fluid. He's been using it for years. He swears by it as well. Anyway, it's some good shit, guys. Look at that. Look at the seat. What the hell? That's crazy, right? So yeah, man, that $4 bottle of brush cleaner, I mean, I only used like a third of it, or maybe a quarter of it, or something like that, but got all that crazy paint off, that spray paint that makes this tractor look like it should be junk. But in reality, look at that. I mean, I just, you know, cleaned it and stuff, and this is just like ready for an engine. And I mean, look, yeah, I understand it needs, you know, a paint job and stuff like that. You know, I got to unpeel all the chipped paint there, and if you just spray paint it, you're going to have, it's not going to be even because there's a certain thickness of this paint that's already there. And if you spray paint over it, it'll just be less ugly, but nevertheless, you're still going to feel this abrasive, you know, texture here. It's not smooth, you know. I'm not going to go crazy and do all that. It's just a tractor I found, you know. But just to make it at least presentable, by I'm going to maybe remove this or something like that and just give it a once over with the orange paint so it doesn't look like that, you know, and that's really the whole point, you know. I'm not going to restore it like a Model T or something, you know, or a GTO, but look at that, man. So while I was questioning whether I should even take this, now that's answered my question is that absolutely I'm glad that I took it. It's a perfect tractor now, looks great. Another good thing is I realized this is almost exactly like that. You know, it's like exactly the same chassis, almost the same frame. Even the damn hood looks the same. You know what I'm saying? And this is also made by John Deere, which is why that makes sense. You know. So what does this have that this doesn't have? So I for sure am gonna fix that because look, that's like mint condition, man. It's awesome. You know. But what does this have? I'm sorry, what does that doesn't have that this has? Has a push bar. And it looks like it could fit exactly in those two holes there, like it was meant for it. Well, that's what I'm going to do, because I'm definitely not going to keep this. I'm going to fix this and sell it and flip it. But I might keep this, right? It's a John Deere. So I'm going to put that push bar onto here. Yeah, that's my next step. Just wanted to show you real quick. I poured some ATF fluid on here. Look at the condition of this hood. Okay. Circular motion, like wax on, wax off kind of thing, you know, Mr. Miyagi style. And sure, any oil is going to make it look nice and shiny and stuff, right? But it's all sticky and oily that you could, you know, if you're out there mowing the lawn, dust, clippings, stuff flying all over the place, just going to stick to this, right? But you watch. It doesn't, you know. It dries and it stays shiny and it won't stick to it. Not like motor oil. So something about the consistency of ATF fluid that is just different from regular motor oil. Yeah, it's a little oily, but it's not like motor oil stuff, you know. So guys, I mean, I mean, look, if anything, you should use this just to wipe down stuff that you're about to sell. You know, when the person comes and looks at it, they're like, wow, that thing's new. Holy cow, Batman. Look at that, man. It's new. Fantastico. So it looks so great until you get around here where you look into the headlights and the glass and stuff, and you see a lot of boogers in there. So you know I can't stand that, right? So you just basically take like a flathead, whatever, and just slowly pry that off. Try not to break anything, you know. And just pull this off without breaking it. That kind of felt like it was about to break, didn't it? Yeah, that kind of feels like it's going to break. Yeah, probably have to use two hands. So I'm going to take that off and clean the inside. From the inside, it has two of those things. So you have to lift the hood, and from the inside, pop those off so you don't break it. So, you know, I'm not going to go crazy. Just get the boogers out. That's it. Easy. You know what I like to say, guys? I know this may not be... I mean, it is mine, right? And if I sell it, it won't be mine. But for now, it's mine, right? And so I'm going to treat it as if it's mine. And people would appreciate how your stuff looks, and they would want to buy it more. So it's going to be more money for you. More money for you for sure if it looked like hell. If it didn't look like it was new, you know. So you try to make it as presentable as possible, you know, in case somebody wants to buy it. And well, if it looks like hell, you're going to definitely not get as much money as, you know, you would if it looked new, right? So what's wrong with just cleaning it up a bit, you know? You know what I like to say? Clean your shit. That's right. Clean your shit. Like, you know how Taro says, there's your dinner. I say, clean your shit. Nice. That's all I did. Just wipe it down a little bit, man. Pop the plastic cover back on. Look at that. That whole front end looks brand new, you know? Why not clean it? Anyway, so that's about it. I've just about had enough. Cleaned this one pretty well today with that paint remover. Used automatic transmission fluid to give it that nice glowy shine. Got that seat cleaned up, right? Cleaned this one up after the power washing. Oh, you know what? I still have to do that bull bar. I'm going to do that after I take a break. Let's get started on this thing here. Come on, fit. Yeah. Just two 9/16, one-ended on this side. I'll do the other side and take it off and put it on that. Easy peasy. So, lickety split. I just took that bull push bar right off there, 4 9/16 bolts, and moved it right over here. So now looky here. My John Deere LA105's got a nice little bull push bar for free. Well, I got that for free too. This whole thing was free, guys. This whole thing was free, guys. I like free. If it's, like my buddy Pete Lombardi says, if it's free, it's for me. Anyway, man, that about does it for me. Today's video was all indoors because it's hotter than hell outside, man, I'm telling you. So, I put a bull push bar here from that one to this one. Shined up this hood, shined up that hood, removed the spray paint. Got a little bit of information from solar. And, you know, that'll do it. That's my project today. Thanks a lot for joining me for part 5 of my John Deere LA105 project. Waiting for 3 engines. I'll find it someday. In the meantime, I'll slowly chip away at these 3. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. And the parting shot. That thing's ready for the panels to go on. Follow me on Instagram, guys. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
It's gonna take a couple of minutes. I just turned this thing on. It'll probably be 5 minutes before it starts.
So my new boy Jason Fair here from Sunrise Solar is I was about to go inside because I was done with my video, but dude's screwing around with this pipe and this green thing. Hey Jason, what the hell are you doing?
Making a bend.
A bend? That's PVC plastic, isn't it?
Yeah, you call it an offset. It's an offset.
It's an offset, so it's heated?
Yep, I'm coming off onto your roof at a little bit of an angle, and I want to straighten up and go along with the side.
I see.
So I got this bin now. You can see it's starting to get hot enough.
I can smell it too.
Yep.
So basically what you're doing is you're creating this thing?
I'm taking my straight pipe, and I'm going to put a bend in it.
Oh. Kind of like mandrel bending exhaust pipes for a car?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Right here in a straight, kind of a semi-straight line with a brick. And my letters are going to go down, coming this way, so my offset's going to be like this, just a little bit.
Look at that. Just moving it around. How about that? Hey, and what is this contraption called?
A hot box.
That's the official name for this?
Yeah, it's a little beat up.
It's called a hot box.
It's about 10 years old, and it's
This
still working, so.
This is a Greenlee 1/2-inch electrical PVC heater. Oh, Greenlee Textron. Wait a minute. I have a generator made from Textron. That's fascinating, man. Today I learned about the hot box. And so he just did this. This is my old meter, right? Or it still is my meter, but it will be replaced with a new meter that's supposed to go the other direction when I'm generating electricity. Yeah. So that's the new line. The old line has seen better days for sure. So that's the new line going up there. So hey guys, you know, if you guys want solar, man, it's free. No out of pocket these days because the government gives you gives the companies tax credits, man. So no out of pocket for me.